You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy. Don't you smoke crack?
Yes, sir.
You know what that does to you? Huh?
No, sir.
It kills your brain cells, son. It kills your brain cells. Now go in and jump. Jump.
No.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly, truly fantastic day today on this Sunday. Welcome back, my people. Welcome back, LeBron James fanboys. When are you guys going to go to rehab? When are you guys going to go to rehab to break away from the delusion, from the delusional support you have from your false king? And because of the delusional support you have for your false king, from the delusional support you have for Bronny James. This article is coming from CBS Sports. It says Bronny James struggled in 1-for-12 preseason debut, but JJ Redick lauds Lakers guards off-season growth. Says it may not have shown up in the box score in the Los Angeles Lakers preseason opener, but Coach JJ Redick said he is thrilled with the steps Bronny James took in his development ahead of his second year. The former second-round pick made strides in summer league action and carried that momentum into the early days of training camp, even though it did not manifest during the Lakers' 103-81 defeat against the Phoenix Suns. James struggled from the field in his preseason debut with a 1-for-12 effort. He collected 5 of his 8 points from the free throw line, with his only field goal coming on a 3-point conversion. Quote, "He is so much more comfortable and confident as a player," Redick said. "Skill-wise, read-wise, all of those things have improved, but there's a big difference between improving those things in individual workouts in small group settings and then doing it 5-on-5. I have just felt like all of September and in our first 3 days of camp, he just looked more comfortable and confident. Thus, 1-for-12, people." Says he's totally a different player than he was a year ago. James was only a minimal contributor to the Lakers as a rookie and played 6.7 minutes per game across 27 appearances. He spent much of his year in the G League, where, in contrast, he excelled on both ends of the floor, averaging 21.9 points, 5.1 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 1.9 steals per game across 11 outings. And we are going to hold up there, my people, LeBron James fanboys. I ask you again, when are you going to go to rehab and stop this blind, delusional support you have for the test tube GOAT? So, JJ Redick says, hey, Bronny James has made such improvement over the last year. He's so much more confident. But, you know, for someone who received a free ride to the NBA, for someone who is only in the NBA simply because his father is the Duck, I would expect much more by this year. I would expect this first preseason game to be a statement, to show the world that, hey, look, I worked my butt off this past year and I'm coming in a new player. The preseason isn't even the regular season game, people. It's the preseason, meaning there's less pressure, and doing less pressure, much like his father, the duck, the deer, the leader of the 4 and 6 kingdom, Bronny James goes 1 for 12, just like LeBron James went 0 for 12 in China and went, 5 for 20 something in the live stream with Kai Cenat. LeBron James fanboys, I have a question for you guys. I already know what you're going to say, so maybe I should pose this question to everyone else. Do you really think Bronny James was solely focused on the game of basketball this summer? This is a serious question because, again, for someone who got a free ride to the NBA, I would expect them to be obsessive about not only the game of basketball, but obsessive about proving everyone wrong, obsessive about proving that, hey, everyone says I got this free ride, but I'm gonna prove to everyone that I deserve to be here and that I'm gonna work hard to make sure I earn this spot. But somehow a season debut of 1 for 12 doesn't convey to me that this person worked obsessively throughout the summer to improve. I'm sure he went to workouts during the summer, and I'm sure he played basketball. But I would almost put money on it. I'm willing to put money on it that he was not obsessive about it, that he didn't eat, sleep, and drink basketball in order to make sure that he was on another level by the time this season came around. Because last year, people, he sucked, and it appears that he still sucks. It makes me think about when Kobe Bryant was eliminated by the Spurs, the San Antonio Spurs, I believe. They were going for the 4-peat, and they didn't get it done. And the interview where Kobe says, I will work myself to exhaustion. The interviewer said, hey, how are you going to prepare for next season? This is something I'm paraphrasing, but basically we're saying, how are you going to prepare for next season coming off of this defeat? And Kobe Bryant said, I will work myself to exhaustion. Well, for someone who got a free ride to the NBA because his father is the duck, this is the kind of mentality I would expect them to have over the summer, is that I will work myself to exhaustion to make sure to prove everyone wrong, that I'm maybe I got a free ride here, but I'm absolutely determined to work to prove that I belong here. And I'm sorry, 1 for 12 does not scream that. Now, the other problem with Bronny James, or maybe I should call him Duck Jr., not yet. We won't go there yet. Another problem with Bronny James is I believe that this stems from a lack of competitiveness. Again, to me, if you are going to play, if you have dreams to play sports on a professional level, to me, the first and foremost fundamental thing that you need to have is a level of competitiveness. Is the simple wanting to not get embarrassed. Like, I'm not gonna let you embarrass me on the basketball court. As a matter of fact, I want to dominate you on the basketball court. To me, this is missing in Bronny. Of course it's missing in Bronny because it's missing from his father. Now, his father just happens to be 6'8", 6'9", 200 and something pounds and be athletic. So he's been able to skate by on that. But LeBron James, again, obviously, to anybody who's been watching the NBA over the past several years, to anyone who's been watching my channel, you know that LeBron James is not a competitor like that. So why would you expect his son to be, especially if his son is taking his cues from his father. So Bronny James, to me, he just lacks that competitiveness. He lacks that pride to say, hey, I'm not gonna get out here and be embarrassed. I'm not gonna let you embarrass me. Like, I'm going to be the one to do the embarrassing. I want to embarrass you. Because if you have that mentality, that is the mentality to me that doesn't allow you to go 1 for 12. Not saying that it can't happen to the best of them, but what I'm saying is that this is a pattern with Bronny James. This is par for the course since he's been in the league. And I know he started playing okay in the G League, and people wanted to praise him for that. But again, right, when we get back to the NBA games, it's the same old Bronny. And so, yeah, he's missing that competitive spirit. And like I said, he's missing that pride that won't allow you to be embarrassed by someone on the basketball court. I was never the greatest basketball player, but I tell you what, I had pride, and that pride to me drove me to be able to guard some of the better players on the court, just because I refuse to get embarrassed. I'm not gonna let you embarrass me. I'm gonna be so locked in on your every move that I'm gonna make it very hard for you, even if you're a very skilled offensive player. It's just, I'm not gonna let you do that to me. And that's, to me, what is missing with Bronny James. Like I said, it's that lack. Well, first of all, we got to talk about the fact that in today's modern age, in the modern day NBA and modern day society, shame and embarrassment has gone away. Nobody wants to be ashamed. Nobody wants to be embarrassed. And this is a problem. So that means when you have players who lose, they don't feel any way about it. Hey, it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball. That's what the Ducks said. That's because there's no shame and embarrassment from losing. When back in the 90s, you would hear Jason Kidd and Shaquille O'Neal talk about Michael Jordan and how, hey, I didn't want to get embarrassed by this guy. I didn't want to have to go face my friends and say, oh, you got dunked on. You got posterized in that game. I didn't want to have to go face people and show that I was inadequate on the basketball court. But that is missing nowadays, which is why these players like LeBron James could say, hey, it's just basketball, which is why players like Anthony Edwards, when they talk about, ask them how much did it hurt to be eliminated, and Anthony Edwards said, hurt? Oh, that's the wrong word. It doesn't hurt at all. I mean, I'm 23. I feel good. You know, this is just the beginning. It's just the ridiculousness, people. But this is what happens when people don't have any pride, when people don't have a need to not be embarrassed, to not feel ashamed. But anyway, I could go on, people, but you know, who knows? Maybe this will be the one and only bad game Bronny James has this season, because we all know, because of the duck, the deer, the leader of the 4 and 6 kingdom, they are going to continue to try to play this kid. So hopefully this will be the only time I have to do this video. Hopefully I will have to eat my words sometime during the season. Hopefully Bronny James will turn into the 3-and-D guy that they keep trying to say he's gonna be. And I have to say, oh, you know what? I was wrong about Bronny. You know, he sucked it up that first preseason game, but he's come a long way. But guess what, people? I really don't think that's going to be the case. I feel like it's many more Bronny videos to come, and there's definitely more Duck videos to come. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think about Bronny James' performance in the first preseason game? Do you think this is just a one-off and he's going to get better as the season progresses, just like they said he would last year? Or do you think Bronny James just doesn't have what it takes to be a real NBA player? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.